Hello, I'm Tracy Earnhart, Jenne's Product Manager for Extreme Networks and the E-Rate Program Champion. Welcome to the third installment of our E-Rate video series. For this informational tutorial, we'll help you understand a few basics of the E-Rate program. The E-Rate funding year runs from July through June and is considered the funding year of the same year as it is in June. For example, June 2016 starts funding year 2016. Schools and libraries typically determine their technology needs and requirements between August and October. Open bidding may begin in November and last through the first quarter of the following calendar year. During this time, service providers may be selected and contracts signed. The posting of an applicant's open and certified FCC Form 470 or Description of Services Requested and Certification Form is what officially opens the required competitive bidding process. Open and certified Form 470s must remain posted for 28 days. Applicants will then evaluate bid responses and choose a vendor. Typically, the FCC Form 471 filing window opens in Q1 of the calendar year or Q3 of the funding year, usually January through March. However, it's important to note that E-Rate timeline, dates, and deadlines for filing various forms can change each year. For example, the Form 471 filing window will not always open on January 14th every year. USAC will issue Funding Commitment Decision Letters, FCDL, once review of the FCC Form 471 funding request is completed. The installation and invoicing processes will then move forward. Installation and start of services cannot begin until July 1st, when the funding year starts, if the service provider is invoicing the applicant and USAC for the funding. Only if the applicant is paying upfront and then getting reimbursed from USAC can installation happen before July 1st. If applying for E-Rate discounts on eligible services and products, applicants must calculate the percentage discount they are eligible to receive. This is done by taking the number of students included in the National School Lunch Program and dividing that amount by the number of enrolled students. This will provide the income percentage eligible for discount. An urban or rural determination for an applicant is defined by the U.S. Census Bureau determination for the population in the area in which the school or school district is located. An urban designation is assigned to schools or school districts located in areas with populations of more than 25,000 people, while populations of less than 25,000 people result in a rural designation. When a school district is determining their urban or rural status, they will use the majority status for all schools in the district. For example, if 50% or more of the schools in a district are designated as urban, the entire school district would be considered urban. The following sample equations and chart will provide you with insight towards defining Category 1 and Category 2 discount percentages. For this example, we've divided 15,000, the number of students eligible for the National School Lunch Program, by 20,000, the number of enrolled students. The result would be a 75% income measure. If the applicant was defined with a rural designation, the Category 1 discount would equal 90%, while a Category 2 discount would equal 85%. This percentage is the portion of the pre-discount budget paid through E-Rate for approved purchases. The school or library would be responsible for the remaining 10% or 15%. Figuring out the Category 2 pre-discount budget can be accomplished with the following equation. For demonstration purposes, we'll apply 5,000 enrolled students and multiply that by $150. The resulting amount would yield a pre-discount budget of $750,000. Based on the discount chart, the Category 2 E-Rate funded portion would be $637,500 or 85%. The applicant would be responsible for the remaining $112,500 or 15% of the budget. Libraries would use a building square footage calculation to determine Category 2 budgets. Most libraries use $2.30 per square foot. However, some libraries in highly populated areas with an IMLS code of 11, 12, or 21 would use $5 per square foot. Libraries use the same enrollment in NSLP data as the school district in which the main branch is located. It's very important to understand the Category 2 pre-discount budget total would be applied over a 5-year period. This is not the amount available for each year. Budgets are recalculated each funding year and may increase or decrease depending on changes in school enrollment and National School Lunch Program participation or library square footage changes. Category 1 does not have a set budget but uses the same calculations to determine the discount percentage covered by E-rate for qualifying services. Applicants must ensure fair and open competitive bidding. This process begins when the open and certified FCC Form 470 is posted in EPIC. The overall objective is to have as many bidders as possible respond to an FCC Form 470 so the applicant can receive multiple options for evaluation to choose the best service provider and solution. It's extremely important to reiterate that you follow all state and local rules and procurement regulations. As a service provider, your role and actions must never compromise the E-rate bidding process. Please feel free to contact me personally for further support or insight regarding the E-rate program and how it can benefit your business. Stay tuned for our 4th video installment, the top 10 do's and don'ts for E-rate service providers. From Jenne, your experts in technology and distribution, I'm Tracy Earnhart, Jenne Product Manager for Extreme Networks and your key contact for the E-rate program.